Let's go ahead and get started, driving our knee up towards our chest. Warming up our lower body. And again, just a set of medium to heavy for today. One more on each side, and then take that knee up and over to a side lunge. Pressing your hips back, deep bend into that knee. Today's theme, we're going back to the basics. So we've got simple moves, one move at a time, focusing on one particular body part. Take it to a low, wide squat, feet wider than your hips, toes turn out, arms out to a T, bend and extend to both knees for 3. That's 2. Hold the bend, the knees, tiny circle with your arms, palms facing down for 3, 2, and then reverse that direction for 3, 2, and 1. Reach down, tap towards the opposite inside foot, come back to standing. One more time on each side. Come back through center, deep bend in both of your knees, hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug as you open your arms to the sky, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Last 2, and 1. Now straighten the legs, arms out to a T. Reach down, tap towards the opposite foot, this time keeping the legs straight, alternating, hinging, opposite hand towards opposite foot. One more time on each side. All right, come back to center. Today's move again, back to the basics, 40 seconds on, 10-second breather. Each move we're doing 4 times through. We've got a 1-minute stretch for that muscle group, and then we're moving on. Grabbing one weight in each hand, we're starting with alternating curls. Bicep curl to a hammer curl. In 3, 2, here we go. This can be standing or kneeling, palms facing up, palm in towards the same shoulder for that bicep curl. Lower the elbows, full extend, full bend. Flip the palms inward, bending the elbows all the way up, bringing your thumbs in towards that same shoulder. Few more here. Flip it in. All right, last 3, 2. All right, 10-second breather. Make sure the shoulders are down and away from your ears. We've got 3 more rounds here. Alternating hammer to a bicep curl. Here we go. Grounding through those feet. You can also be kneeling here. If you want, you can also take a seat, just making sure you have plenty of room as you extend your arms full length. Halfway. Elbows bend. Elbows extend. 10 more seconds here. Ground through your feet. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going for round 3. Here we go. Curl it up and extend. Alternating palm up and palm down. Make sure that you're keeping those elbows tucked in close towards your rib cage. Slow and steady. 15 more seconds here. Finishing up round 3. Stronger than the second. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. We've got one more set here. 40 seconds of movement, and then a full minute of stretch. Here we go. Curl it up, and extend. Flip it up, curl it up, and extend. Alternating palm in, and palm out. Elbows bend, bringing your palm or your thumb in towards that same shoulder. Keeping the shoulders relaxed down and away from your ears. Last 10. We're setting those weights down. You got a 1 minute stretch in 5. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Gently set those weights down. When you come back, cross that right arm over your chest. Step it side to side. You still got a full 60 seconds here of stretch. We're stretching those biceps. A few more breaths here. Open the arms, circle your wrist. Switch sides, left arm across your body. Maybe keep tapping the feet side to side. Maybe bumping the hips side to side with your feet grounded. Our next move, we're going to use 2 weights once again. We have a squat to a shoulder press. You can take out that shoulder press and just give me a squat. A few more breaths here. Open the arms out to a T, circle the wrist. Relax your shoulders, draw your ear towards the same shoulder. Come back to center. We're setting it up. 1 weight in each hand. Weights by your side. Come into that squat, reach down, bring the weights to your shoulders, press it up, release it down, squat, rise up. Now, in your squat, if you want more of a hamstring focus, keep your chest lifted. If you want that focus to be in your glutes, hinge forward, try to sit back into that imaginary chair. Keep it going. I'll do 2 forward, focusing on the glutes, and 2 upright, focusing on those hamstrings. Last 3, 2. All right, little reset. 3 more rounds. 1 down. Ground through your feet, under your hips, toes slightly turned out. Here we go. Come into that squat. Rise it up, weights to your shoulders. Press it up, release it down. Slow and steady. Make those movements intentional. Keep it going. Squat, rise, press, and release. This is my second round of glute focused squats. Keep it going for 5. That's 3. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. I'm going to take it to hamstring focus. I'm going to keep my chest lifted. You can do either one. Here we go. Squat, rise it up, press it up, release it back down. Deep squat, rise up. Power through those heels as you come to standing. Remember, chest lifted, focusing on your legs, chest forward, adding that hinge to focus on your glutes. Last 5. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. 1 more round here. You can make that squat hamstring or glute focus. Here we go. Reach down, rise up, press it overhead. With or without that press, maybe just give me a squat. Do what you can. Reach it down. Press those weights overhead if you're adding in that press. Hinging forward. Glute focus, chest lifted for a lower body focus. Last 5. Last 1. All right, set those weights down. Grab water at any time if you need it. Start on the right foot, heel down, toes up. Sweep both arms down to frame your right foot for 3. You still got 60 second stretch here. On this third one, sweep it down, draw your right elbow to your right toes. Now draw your hand down, pressing your right foot on the floor. Keep pressing that right hip back. Slide your right foot in, circle out your right ankle, switch directions. Ground through your right foot, left foot forward, heel on toes up, sweep it down and out for 3. That's 2. On this third one, left elbow to left toes. Press that left hip back, keep it in line with the right. Keep pressing that left hip back, press your left foot down with your left hand. Just slide your left foot in, circle it out. Switch directions. All right, grab those weights. We're coming into core now. We have standing oblique reaches. One weight in each hand, ground through your feet. Start with your feet under your hips. Shoulders away from your ears, starting to the right side, reach it down. Back to center, reach to the left side. Back to center, side to side. So we're reaching that same hand towards the outer thigh, knee, calf, maybe even your ankle. Reach for what you can. Reach and lift. As you're reaching on that one side, you are crunching that oblique, but you're also stretching the opposite side that you just crunched. 7 more seconds here. First round, wrapping up. In 2. Last one. All right, we got 3 more rounds of that. Maybe start with your feet hip, maybe zip your legs together for more of a challenge. Starting to the left side. Here we go. Reach it down. Lift it up. Back to the center. Now as you crunch that hand down towards the same knee, stack that top shoulder directly over the bottom. Avoid letting your shoulders and your upper body roll forward. It's like you're between 2 panes of glass, one directly in front, one directly behind, and you're just moving your upper body. Last 3, 2. All right, come back to center. Shoulders down and back. We've got round 3 coming up here. Standing oblique crunches starting to the right. Reach and lift. Side bend and lift. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you come back to center. Grounding through all 3 points of each foot. Big toe, pinky toe straight back to your heel. For more of a challenge, bring your feet closer together. To add stability, widen the distance of your feet, maybe under your hips, maybe even wider. All right, finish up where you're at, shoulders down and back. 1 more round here. We're going to start to the left side. Find your stance that you like. Here we go. Bend left, back to center, bend right, back to center. Maybe you're getting 1 inch deeper each time you side bend. Reaching that weight further down. Using your core, crunching and lengthening the opposite side. Keep it going. Last 3, 2. All right, gently set those weights down. Come back to standing. Reach your arms overhead. Stagger your right foot back like a curtsy. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend your body to left. Bump your hips to the right. Feel that stretch along the right thigh. Now spin your body backwards. Feel it even deeper on the right side. Come back to center. Plant your right foot on your hip. Arms overhead. Circle your wrist. Stagger your left leg behind the right, curtsy stance. Right hand grabs left wrist, side bend to the right, bump your hips to the left. Hold the side bend, lean back. Feel the deepening stretch. Come back to center, arms overhead, circle your wrist. Release your arms down, right arm up, side bend to the left. Come back to center, right arm down, left arm up high, side bend to the right. Come back to center. All right, option to grab 1 weight between your palms, overhead, tricep bend and extend, or 1 weight in each hand. Elbows are lifted, tricep bend and extend. Your choice. Here we go. Tricep bend and extend, whether you have 1 or 2 weights between your palms, reaching your elbows directly over your head, or you have 1 weight in each hand, starting in that hinge forward, rowing up. Hold that row, elbows extend, and elbows bend. We're firing up those triceps here. Press it back and bend. Last 5. That's 3, 2. All right, so we got 3 more rounds of that. I'm going to do 2 overhead, and I'm going to end with a double, like I just did with that tricep bend and extend. Here we go. 2 options here. Arms overhead, 1 or 2 weights, elbows bend and extend. You want your elbows close into your ears. Don't butterfly them open, keep them nice and tucked. You can stay standing or stagger 1 foot in front of the other. Another option is to find that standing stance, 1 weight in each hand. Draw those elbows up to the sky, weights by your back pocket, and then extend and bend into each elbow. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. 2 more rounds. Pick your choice, arms overhead or elbows back. Here we go. Elbows bend and extend. I'm going to do 1 more round like this. And then I'm returning to the way I did the first round with 1 weight in each hand with a hinge forward. Keep it going. You should feel this in your triceps. Elbows bend, elbows extend. Whether you're standing or hinging forward, that core is engaged. Knit your rib cage in towards your spine. Last 3, 2. All right, 1 more round. Make it your best yet. Tricep overhead or hinge forward, elbows bend and extend. If you're hinging, tuck those weights into your back pocket, elbows to the sky, no butterfly elbows. Extend and bend. Now you can do 1 at a time. You can do double time. Your choice. Keep those elbows close into your body. Keep a soft bend in your knees, whether you're standing or hinging. If you're hinging, gaze a few feet in front of your toes. Keep it going. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Yes, you can. Last 2 and 1. All right, set those weights down. All right, with the arms overhead. Bend your right elbow using your left hand. Lift your chin off of your chest. You still got a full minute of stretch here. Tricep stretch for that right thigh. Now that right hand, you can leave it dangling or you can reach it towards that right shoulder for a deeper tricep stretch. Reach your arms overhead, circle out your wrist, bump your hips side to side. Bend your left elbow using your right hand. If you're tucking your chin to your chest, lift your chin off of your chest. That left hand, bring it over to that left shoulder. Feel a stretch in your left tricep. And we're going to do all of these stretches 1 more time at the end. These are just our intermediate stretches. All right, release your arms by your side. All right, option to grab 1 weight between your palms or 1 weight on each hip. We have a sumo squat, feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out. We're going to bend and extend to both knees at the same time. Here we go. Deep bend and lift. Now chest lifted. We're firing up those inner and outer thighs. We're going to do 2 with our chest lifted and 2 rounds hinging forward. Fire up the outer glutes. We're working on the thighs now with that chest elevated. Options are 1 way on each hip, holding them steady, or 1 or 2 weights between your palms at heart center. Deep bend and extend to both knees. Last 3, 2. to center. Shake it out. We've got round 2, shoulders down and back. Here we go. Knees tracking wide, chest stays lifted. Deep bend to both knees. Whoop. Don't fall backwards like I almost just did. Chest elevated. Deep bend. And extend. Toes are turned outward. As you bend into your knees, check in on your form. Are your knees tracking over your toes? You want to make sure they're not coming inward into a knock knee. You want to keep those knees nice and wide, even as you bend and as you extend your legs. Last 3, 2. All right, shake it out. 2 more rounds. This time, stay upright to focus more on the inner and outer thighs. If you want to do some outer glute focus, hinge forward with me. Here we go. Bring it down. Lift it up. Almost like a goblet squat, but we're keeping that weight on our hips or at heart center. Squat hinge for the outer glutes. Squat upright for inner and outer thighs. Keep it going. Last 10. Ground through all 3 points of your toes and your feet. Last 2 and 1. All right. Last round. Set it up. Feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out. Hinging forward for those glutes. Staying upright for those inner and outer thighs. You choose. This is the last time that we're here. All right, you're halfway through this move. Sumo squat. Bend and extend. Hinging for those glutes. Upright for the inner and outer thighs. All right, last 5, 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Set those weights down. From here, drive that right knee up. Flex your right foot, cross it over your left thigh. Stay here. Maybe draw that right knee away from your midline. Maybe sink your hips down. You're going to feel that stretch in your outer right hip and glute. We've got 2 more moves. Go ahead and release that right foot, circle it out, ground through your right foot, lift your left knee, flex your toes, cross it over your right thigh, press the left knee away. Stay tall or sink your hips down low. This time you should feel it on your outer left hip and glute. We're going to grab 1 or 2 weights depending on your weights. We're just holding them overhead. We have alternating knee marches. Option to hold that knee up and add a crunch. I'm going to go down to 1 weight. Feet are under your hips. Reach your arms up. We're just holding them there. With or without the weight, option 1. Alternating knee marches. Try not to sway side to side. You're controlling that movement. Option 2, knee drive hold. Add a crunch. Reach it up. Step the foot down, opposite side. This is not intended to be an upper body work. That weight is for your core. It's to add a challenge as you lift that knee. Option to just alternate those knee drives or add a crunch. Reset. All right, 3 more rounds here. Your choice, with or without weights, with or without a crunch. Reach the arms up. Start on the left side. Here we go. Knee up. Maybe add a crunch. Reach it back up. Step it down. Right knee crunch. Hold the crunch. Reach it down. Lift it up. You choose. This is your workout. Do what works for you. Increase or decrease the weight. Maybe do no weight. Add the knee marches. Maybe add the crunch with the knee drive hold. Last 5. Last 1. All right, finish up where you're at. Shake it out. We're focusing on the lower abs here. Here we go, starting on the right side, reach it up. If you're adding in that crunch with your knee hold, you're adding in some upper abs. Keep it going. Alternating knee marches. Crunch and reach. Last 3, 2. All right, shake it out one more time. Make this your best. Make it as challenging as you can. It's only 40 seconds. Here we go. Knee marches. With or without the weight. With or without that crunch. Flex your foot as you drive that knee up. Lower abs for the knee marches. Additional upper abs. If you're adding in that crunch. Keep it going for 10. Last 3, 2. All right, set the weight down. Place your hands on your lower back, fingertips facing down. Feet are slightly wider than your hips. Press your hips forward. Feel that stretch in your lower abs. You can gaze forward or up to the crease in the wall. To get deeper, press your hips even more forward, gaze up to the sky. Maybe draw an invisible line to the sky all the way to the back wall behind you. If you get lightheaded, come up. You can come back into it. Keep it going. Slight back bend. I'm going to grab a set of heavier weights. We've got lower body and calves next. My personal favorite, deadlift. Come to standing, weights remain in your hands. I want you to give me a calf raise and a lower. That's it. Last move. So grab heavier weights if you'd like. Feet are hip width apart, toes slightly turned out, shoulders down and back, width to the front of your body. Here we go, deadlift. Rise up, weights by your side, give me a calf raise. Lower down, deadlift. Slow and steady, you got 4 rounds here. No need to rush this in your deadlift. I want you to press those glutes back as far as they'll go. That's the same depth that you reach for those weights. Don't get tied up with how far down you're reaching those weights. If it's to your knees, that's amazing. If it's down your shins at any height, that's also amazing. You want to shoot those hips back, standing to a calf raise. First breather is already here. 40 seconds goes by so fast. Set it up for round 2. Here we go. Deadlift to a calf raise. Now engage your core the entire time, especially with your deadlift. Protect your spine. Do not forget to keep breathing. Exhale as you hinge. Inhale as you rise. As you hinge forward in that deadlift, bring your gaze with you. Do not find a fixated point. Neck remains in neutral spine as you hinge forward. Last 5. Last 1. Finish up where you're at. All right, 2 down, 2 to go, and then we have our final stretch. Set it up, hip width, toes out. Here we go. Deadlift to rise, calf lift, and lower. Think slow, think intentional, think steady. Steady movements, Slow progression. All right, you're more than halfway through the third round. Last 10. You got it for 2. All right, little reset. Last round. Make this your best and final. You got this. Shoulders down and back. Nice broad shoulders. Here we go. Reach it down. Rise up. Squeeze those glutes the entire time. Press it back. And rise. Half lift. And lower. All right, 15 seconds to go. Stay with me. Last 3, 2. All right. Finish up where you're at. Setting these weights away. We're going to come into our final stretch. All right, I want you to find a wall or a ledge if you have one. This is for that last move we just did. Press the ball of your foot and your toes up against that wall. So heel down, toes up as high as we'll go. From there, I want you to lean into that wall. You're going to feel that stretch in the back side of your calf. If this feels too easy, walk your heel closer into that wall. This back leg is going to be your lever. Bend deeper into that knee. Keep that foot grounded. Press your forehead toward the wall. Feel that stretch. To get a little bit deeper, bring your chest closer to that wall. All right, release your right foot. Circle it out. Switch directions. Right foot your base. Slip your left foot up against that wall. Ball of your foot in toward the wall. Heel to the floor. Lean forward, bringing your chest close to the wall to get a little bit deeper in that stretch. That back leg is your base. Add a slight bend to that knee and then press it forward. Maybe you walk your heel closer into that wall to get a little bit deeper into that calf stretch. Your calves are going to be sore, so you want to do this for the next couple days as well. Come back to center, release that left foot down. Draw your right foot forward, heel down, toes up, sweep it down and up for 3. And 2. Hold it forward, left elbow to right toes, cross crunch. Lower your right foot with your left hand. Slide your right foot back, circle out your right ankle. Switch directions. Drive your right knee into your chest, bind your hands on your right shin. Feel a stretch in your glute. Circle out your right ankle. Release the bind on your right shin. Draw your right hand to your right foot. Using a wall or a ledge with your left hand, draw that right leg back for a quad stretch. You want to keep that right heel close, or that right knee close in towards your left or under your hip. You want to avoid opening the leg out to the side. Keep it tucked in close. For a deeper quad stretch, draw that leg further back. Release your right foot down, circle out your right ankle. Cross your ankle over your left thigh. We've been here before, figure 4. Stay tall or come down low. Release that right foot down, shake it out. Switch directions. Cross your right arm across your body. We're going to focus on that right side, then we'll switch to the left. Inhale, open your arms out to a T. Right arm overhead, using your left elbow, tricep stretch, lift your chest. Release your arms, circle your wrist. From here, draw your left heel down, toes up, sweep it down and up for 3. Press the hips back. That's 2. On this third one, hold the hinge, right elbow to left toes, crossbody crunch. Little core challenge here. Lower your right hand to your left foot. Keep pressing that left hip back. Gently slide that left foot in, circle out your wrist. Circle out your ankle. From here, drive your left knee into your chest. Bind your hands on your left shin. Circle out your left ankle. Release the bind on your left shin. Grabbing your left ankle, calf, or pant leg. Maybe using your right hand on a wall or a ledge. Draw that left leg back. Keep that left knee under your hip. Keep it towards your midline. Avoid letting it come out to the side. You can kick it back for a deeper quad stretch. Release the left foot down. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your foot. Stay tall or come down low. And back to center. Lower your left foot down. Cross your left arm across your body. Open. Left arm overhead. Tricep stretch here. Release your left arm. Widen your stance, feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out, arms out to a T. Circle the arms. Now reverse the direction. Now pivot your toes in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen. Engage your core, hinge forward. Release all the way down, head, neck, and shoulders. Release your hands towards your outer ankles, calves, or thighs. Bend into your elbows, bringing the crown of your head closer to the floor. Feel the backside of your body stretch. Release your arms to the floor. They can touch the floor or dangle in space. Right hand down, left arm to the sky. Deep twist. Lower your left hand to meet the right. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Deep twist. Release your right hand. Walk your hands to your right foot. Pivot your toes out. Bend into your right knee for 3. And 2. Hold the right leg straight, pivot the toes in, walk your hands to your left foot, left toes pivot out, bend into the left knee for 3, and 2. That's 1, hold it straight, pivot your toes in, come back to center, T the arms, engage your core, squeeze your glutes, rise up halfway, lengthen through the crown of your head, press your hips to the wall behind you. 1 more breath in. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Pivot your heels in, toes out, nice big inhale. And exhale, 1 more big breath in. And let it go. Awesome work.